Welcome to Season 3 of On the Mic with Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, and you're listening to Business Basics. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow your business. The first 2 seasons was a reboot of my podcast, and we're still learning from my mistakes. As I entered 2019, I grew and really got some depth to my podcast. In Season 3, we're going to revisit those episodes and talk about the growth. What good is a podcast if we're not learning and growing, right? I said it in Season 2 and I'll say it now. There's value in learning from other people's mistakes. We get caught up in wanting things to be perfect and just right, as we should as entrepreneurs. But here's the thing. Entrepreneurs are perfectly imperfect, and that's the fuel to their resiliency. They recognize their flaws and build on them to make themselves better, stronger, and forces to be reckoned with. This season, I'm starting off with an episode on LinkedIn. Lots of people are on the popular social media platform with the aim of building connections, a la networking. Not many people, however, are using it the right way. How can you leverage LinkedIn? Take a listen.
Hi you guys, it's Dr. H and you're here with another episode of On the Mic with Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, and I want to talk about LinkedIn real quick. I have received some requests to connect on LinkedIn, and one of the first things I look at is the profile, and sometimes I don't even go to the profile if the profile picture is not professional. LinkedIn is not Facebook, it is not Snapchat, it is not Pinterest or Instagram, it is a professional networking site. Therefore, your picture, your profile picture needs to reflect your professionalism. I really am not into titles. I don't really care what your title is. I want to see, are you displaying professionalism? Your LinkedIn profile picture kind of speaks to the level of professionalism you will deliver. And a lot of people will look at that. If I do not know you and you send me a request on LinkedIn to connect and I don't see professionalism, I am not connecting. Does that mean I could be missing out on something great? Absolutely. But on the other hand, to me, no, I'm not, because I am looking at the reflection of your professionalism based off of what you are presenting. Your LinkedIn profile is no different than your resume. You are selling yourself to people on a platform, whether it's on paper or on a screen. That is the only and the first representation we have of you. And so you only get one chance to make a first impression. And to me, if your LinkedIn picture is not a professional photo, I am not connecting with you. And 9 times out of 10, other professionals at a certain level will not connect with you. What do I mean by not professional? I do not expect to see a Snapchat photo or a photo with halos and animal ears and all of these stars and all of this other stuff. These filters. I don't expect to see that on a professional site, and that should not be your photo on LinkedIn, especially for business purposes. Okay, just a little something there. You want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is professional. What is appropriate? What is not appropriate? Take a look around and look at what other people are doing and see that they have a professional headshot. Nowadays you can do your own professional headshot on your camera phone. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money getting professional headshots. You can do a really good professional headshot on your own camera phone these days. So there's no excuse to have any type of photo that's not professional of you. If not, just remove it and have that little gray default thing there. That's another red flag for me. If you cannot show me who you are, what are you hiding? If you don't have it and you want to connect with someone, send a message and say, introduce yourself, have conversation, tell people why you want to connect with them, why you believe this would be a good connection. That's another red flag for me. And when people who don't know me, who I don't know, want to connect with me, but don't send me a message as to why you want to connect with me, or, hey, I see we have this person in common. Let's see what we can do to partner together. Maybe we can help each other. Some type of communication. The last thing I want to say is LinkedIn is not a dating site, and you also want to make sure you stay professional. I've had people to actually call me or send me text messages on my phone through the app. First of all, you want to ask permission if it's okay to contact people in that manner. The other thing is you cannot assume that everyone syncs their phone contacts with the application. So I got this random text and call from someone via LinkedIn. It was a text message via LinkedIn. And I told him, please do not contact me in this manner. If you want to communicate with me, please do so in the app. I do not sync the app contacts with my phone. I have no idea who you are. And when he sent the text, he didn't even introduce himself. There was no kind of information, no contact, nothing. So it was an assumption that I knew who it was coming from. And so you don't want to assume that people are syncing their phone with the contacts in the app. And the other thing is you want to ask permission. Is it okay to connect with you in this manner? No, for me, communicate with me via the app. That's why they have a message feature in the app. And then if you are going to contact someone via the telephone, don't send them a text. Pick up the phone and have a conversation with them and make sure that it is professional in nature and not personal in nature. Okay. If it is personal in nature, you definitely want to pick up the phone and have a conversation versus sending a text again. Okay. So these are just a few things you want to think about when you are creating your LinkedIn profile, when you're managing your LinkedIn profile, and when you're using the platform. Use it for its intended purpose. It is not the same as other social media platforms. It is a professional networking site. It is designed that way for a purpose. Okay. So just a little few tips for you on, how to navigate through LinkedIn and some basics. You're listening to On the Mic with Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach. Remember to spread lots of love and light.
If you listened to seasons 1 and 2, you heard all the hiccups and mistakes. Now that we're in season 3, you can hear a few of the same things. Man, in this episode, I was entirely too close to the microphone so you can hear every syllable and breath. There's a little feedback from my mouth touching the microphone too. Again, you don't need to be too close to your microphone. Thanks for listening to this episode of Business Basics. This season's episodes will build on seasons 1 and 2 to teach you some business fundamentals to help you define and strengthen your brand while learning from my podcasting mistakes from day 1. Go ahead and like and share this podcast. Spread the word about Business Basics. I sincerely appreciate your support and your listening ear. If there are topics you'd like me to cover, or if you need a business coach, email me at info@globalmentorcoach.com. That's info@globalmentorcoach.com. Again, thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach. Remember to spread lots of love and light. Until next time.